Well, good afternoon from the Hope-Hempstead County Chamber of Commerce. I am Christy Burns, your Executive Director, along with
Angelica Manzanares.
And what's your title, Angelica?
I am the Membership Manager.
She is the manager of everything under the sun. That is her new title. And let's see, it's January, the last day of January, so I guess that makes it, what, January 74th or something like that?
Something like that.
It is January 31st, and it has been a long but productive month here at the Chamber of Commerce. We have started 2024 with our heels on fire, lots of things going on. I guess we could talk a little bit about how 2023 ended for the Chamber. Let's see, Angelica, we ended up the year with an average of 1 ribbon cutting a month, 12 ribbon cuttings, 33 community coffees. We gained 15 new members that we're so thankful for in 2023, 6 new ambassadors to our crew, which brings us at a total of,
I want to say at the moment we have 22.
Yeah, and that's with a couple new for 2024 also. So that was great to see people wanting to join already for this year and get involved with the Chamber. We held our annual meeting and banquet in 2023 and had a wonderful speaker. David Bazell came. It was awesome getting to call the hogs with a room of 350 people. I think that was one of our major memories.
I know. I missed that one. I hate that I missed it.
I guess Angelica didn't start till after the banquet?
Yes.
What was your first day at the Chamber?
I started in May, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so March will be my 2 years. And I don't know if you're like me, but when I go to thinking about my first day and what year it was, I can't even really recall the date. And people, I haven't even been here 2 years yet. And when you tell me that, I'm like, you're kidding. There's no way. There's no way I've not been at this Chamber 2 years already. I mean, I'm sure you feel the same way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So Angelica started after our banquet last year. So she wasn't at that one. She missed a good time. She will be at this one, and it'll be great also. So we'll talk about that a little bit more here shortly. Of course, we had our 2023 Watermelon Festival Parade. I don't remember a count we had on that for entries. I know on the Christmas parade we had over 40 this past Christmas, so that was good for that parade. I think I remember it being a higher number than the year before, but it was a great festival parade. That was was that a seed spitting good time last year?
Yes, seed spitting good time.
Yeah, so and that's exactly what we had, which brings us to our Watermelon Festival. We had a great 3-day festival. It was really hot. It was hotter than the year before.
It was extremely hot. So we had a lot of people in the morning, and then towards the evening, but towards the middle of the day it would start dying down because of the fact that it was just so hot.
It was hot, and there's really not a whole lot we can do about that. I always tell everybody that there's a few things that we can't control, and the weather's always going to be one of them. So, but we were thankful for a great festival and a successful concert, even though we had a little glitch and had a last minute change. It all worked out. Everybody working together. It happened, and that's what's important. So I guess we celebrated Chamber of Commerce Week. Our ambassadors had the coffee for that week, so we usually try to keep that trend going. And then, like I mentioned before, we had our Christmas open house, which I thought was awesome.
It was. I loved it. 2
sets of carriage rides this year. Thankful to McDonald's for that. And the ice skating rink was debuted that night. There seemed to be a lot of people down here, and that was a storybook Christmas last year. So yeah. And believe it or not, we can't release it yet, but we already know this year's Christmas theme. We already have every theme planned for this year. We have the Watermelon Festival theme and the Christmas theme, and we've already been working on every bit of it. So that was 2023. Y'all have to send us any comments if y'all had any.
Yeah, we'd definitely love to hear what you guys loved and what you'd like for us to continue. And then if there was anything that you was like, I don't know about this one, definitely let us know.
And ideas,
Anything new y'all would like to see, by all means.
Yeah, we love new ideas. We try, but you guys probably come up with just as much great ideas as we can, and we'd love to hear them. So let's see, what have we been working on?
A little bit of everything.
What have we not been working on? So I guess one of the main things that we've been working on is we are bringing back Leadership Hope-Hempstead County this year.
Yes.
So applications were due in January. We got all those in. We do have 10 on the roster for this year's class. It'll be the graduating class of 2024. and we will have 10 participants in the class of this year. So I'm pretty excited about that. The last time we were able to have leadership was a 2018-2019 class, which I was lucky enough to be a part of. And so me and those graduates of that class are facilitating and planning and been working really hard on this year's class. Our first program date will be orientation on February 22nd. And so that roster of participants will be announced pretty soon. And so I hope they are as excited as I am to get the program going this year. I know I learned a ton. I learned more about my community than I already knew. It was a lot of fun, very exciting. So that will also be on our social media, how that goes with the classes, and get their feedback, and you'll get to see all the fun things that they have going on. So we really thank everybody that's going to be and has been a part of leadership so far this year. We do have some spots left open for sponsorship. So far, we have Red River Credit Union. Thankful for them. They're a lunch sponsorship for this year. Please let us know if you'd like to be if you're interested in being. We have lunch sponsorships.
We have
program day sponsorships. Graduation sponsorships. So anything that y'all would like to help out with leadership, we can find a way to get you in there. So that would be awesome. You just, of course, just let us know. The Eclipse 2024.
Oh, yeah, that is coming up. That's going to be an exciting
once in a lifetime. So we've kind of been helping out tourism, the Hope Tourism Commission, and the city with the planning of the Eclipse. I guess the main thing that we're working on is the first event of the Eclipse is April the 6th. That's Saturday. It's called Solar Shopping Saturday. So we're trying to hear from any businesses that are going to be open, have any specials. I hear we're going to have a lot of visitors in town. So
that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of mentioning about people coming in. Some of the hotels are actually already booked. So that's awesome to hear. Yeah. So definitely going to have a lot of new faces and visitors and all of that.
Just making sure everybody knows that it's not going to be just a Monday Eclipse event. It's a 3-day event. It goes from Saturday, Solar Shopping Saturday, to Sounds Downtown Saturday evening. There's a lot more detail that we can give you that goes into these 3-day events. This is just kind of an overview.
And a lot of concerts, like mini concerts going on.
3 on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Right downtown. Yeah. And all these concerts, they're all free events. The only thing charged will be the food trucks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you purchase a portion from any food trucks
at each of these events also. And then that goes into Sunday evening at Hope Fair Park. I'm not sure that that's been released. We might not be able to tell all that information.
I don't think so. Not just yet.
Yeah.
Not just yet.
Wait for that. There will be something going on Sunday. And then also there are some activities going on around town on the big Eclipse Day on Monday. I know there are a couple, the tourism and the college both have events on Facebook for what they've got going on. So y'all check those out. And we have the forms for the t-shirts too, right?
Oh, yeah. So if you're interested in purchasing a t-shirt for the Eclipse, they are pre-order only. So make sure that you swing by either the chamber office or the Fair Park office as well.
Community center.
The community center.
Yeah.
And you can swing by there and get a pre-order form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of planning going on into those events. We need to take advantage of them, and I think that we're going to, I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
All the people and how it's going to go. And so anyway, it's definitely once in a lifetime. But right after that, I'm talking like 7 days.
Yeah, it's right back to back.
The next Monday, we have our 2024 Chamber Annual Meeting and Banquet. So we've only released the save the date for that, I believe.
Yes, that is all we've released so far.
Yeah, we've been working on that, and we will have the sponsorship information and the keynote speaker information out pretty soon. But before that, in March, I didn't even think about it. Our auction.
Yes.
So
our auction.
All the ambassadors have been working on getting donations for that. You may have already talked to some of them, gotten emails from us. We are still looking for donations for that. Our auction was very successful last year. You know, I could never thank the people that donated their services, items from their businesses to the auction. It was great. And that gives us, you know, a good variety to offer to our auction viewers. And that's a Facebook auction. I guess you may want to stick that up on the screen too, because it's a little bit different how it's listed. It's Hope-Hempstead County Chamber Auction I get it wrong every time because Hope-Hempstead is one.
I can't remember exactly how it's listed, but it's a separate Facebook page from the chamber page.
And that is March 6th through the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll start doing some sneak peeks of those items. I think we've already got some here. And so we'll have to do some sneak peeks on the chamber page and on the auction page so you guys can kind of see what we'll have available. I know I sit there all the time and make sure nobody's outbidding me. Because we have up close and personal view of all the items. And I'm like,
yes, and it's hard not to be like, oh, I want this for me.
Yeah, so we do have some very good items that come in, and we're very, very thankful for those donors that get those for us. And we try to get a hold of everybody and see if we can get items from them if they'd be interested in helping out with the auction. Because also, if you donate, we're going to list you on the Facebook page.
Yes.
You'll also be in the reel at the chamber banquet up on the big screen for all of our donors. And so anyway, like I said, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. And so that's one of the things that without the auction, it does keep us operating and going, and we're very, very thankful for it. So like I said, watch for that. March 6th through the 12th, Creating Community Connections. That is this year's banquet theme. So we can't tell you that much, but we'll have more information about that soon. So, oh gracious, really, that word, festival.
That's a big one.
Yeah. We released the vendor application this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so we released it this morning to all the previous vendors and concessions that have visited the festival before or put in an application for the festival before. I think that was over 400 email addresses also.
No, 900.
900.
Yes, it was over 900 email addresses.
No wonder our phone has already been ringing off the hook today. So yeah, we're already answering vendor and concession questions for the 48th Annual Watermelon Festival, which is August 8th, 9th, and 10th. January seemed like it took forever, which it's over, but I have a feeling the rest of these months are going to fly by.
Oh, they do. They do. And before you know it, it's here.
Yeah.
But it's definitely exciting.
Yeah.
It's a 3-day festival, and it brings a lot of tourism for sure. We get a lot of people from out of town who come by, and they come every year, and they love the festival, and it's really awesome. Last year was my first year working the festival as a chamber employee.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely it was really nice being able to talk to a lot of people that were like, oh, I come every year, we're from Shreveport. We're from somewhere in Texas.
Oh gosh, I wish I could remember some of the places where people were like, I can't remember, but it was crazy. And then I know another thing that was crazy about that. So we started selling the Watermelon Festival T-shirts online last year, and Angelica kind of headed that up, and she had started a map of the United States and was marking everywhere
as we got a sale from a different state, I would color in that part of the map.
Mm-hmm. And so there was some.
It was really
maybe
exciting
like Indiana and
it's like completely on the other side of the country places.
So that was pretty neat too, and we'll do that again this year. Hopefully, I think we were able to have the shirts out April. Did we get them in May or June?
I want to say in June.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we try to have them out as early as we can. So we'll get those out, and you'll be able to purchase those online also. Most of the festival information is going to be on hopemelonfest.com.
Yes.
And that kind of gets added as we go with scheduling and information about the activities that we're going to have. Hopefully new activities every year. We try to look for new things. And of course, there's always sponsorship opportunities for that. If there's an activity that your business would like to have at the festival, that would be great. That's another thing where any ideas. I know what was cool. We found a schedule from the Watermelon Festival back there, and
it was like from 1968 or something.
Yeah.
It was like,
going back and seeing like the things that they did. I know they used to have a contest where they dressed up the watermelons. We saw some pictures from that.
Oh, yes.
So that was pretty cool. So anyway, you want to participate in the festival, you just make sure you let us know. We have definitely been working on the concert already, so that'll be a big deal on Saturday. We always can't wait till we get to release that information. So I guess today we just have a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
You
just gotta stay tuned in order to find out.
For sure. Yeah, you sure don't want to miss these things. So So if you're waiting on your Be the Light extension cord to be unplugged, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah. You know,
be patient with us.
Yeah, sure. I sure didn't want to climb that ladder in the rain or freezing cold, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, Angelica, we have to get these down. It's about to be February, and we've still got some of these trees plugged in.
It's just gonna be Christmas all year round.
Right.
I mean,
earlier Angelica said, let's just call them and tell them to bring some Valentine decorations.
Put them on there. It'll be fine.
Anyway, but that was I didn't even think to mention that we had like 85 trees down here.
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes, that was really awesome. We had a lot of people that were like visiting for the holidays, and so their family members would bring them downtown to see the Christmas trees, and we had a lot of really good feedback from that.
So that was really nice, and so we're thankful also for everybody that participated in that. Really didn't still mean to have your trees plugged up, but you know, like I said, that one thing that we can't control is that weather. But so speaking of coffees, we had a really good one this morning too at Hope Auto Ford.
Yes,
we tried to get them to give away a vehicle, but no, that was Arnetta. Check out the TikTok. She's on there, isn't she?
No, she didn't send me that picture.
Oh, Arnetta, send us the picture.
We can, if she sends it to us, we'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, there we go. Arnetta, send the picture so we can stick you in this podcast. February's full of coffees. Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday we have a coffee.
So February 7th is Unity Baptist Church coffee at Unity. Then we have one of our newest chamber members has a ribbon cutting on February 9th. That's Flywheel Pies. And so we'll be there celebrating their new location in Hope and hopefully eating pie.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
That's February 9th at 10 a.m., 301 West 16th. Oh, also, make sure you go to hopeusa.com. All of this information I'm telling you on the calendar will be on there. So after Flywheel Pies, on the sweetest day of the year, that's February 14th, Valentine's Day, we have ROC coffee here. So hope you guys are bringing some chocolate. Rainbow Challenges, ROC coffee here, February 14th. It's at the chamber office, like I mentioned. All the coffees are 9:30 to 11. Brunch, perfect snack time. And then we have another ribbon cutting. We've already had one this year too.
Two Crumbs.
Two Crumbs had one. I'm talking about snacks. That is Mustard Seed Financial. That we are going to celebrate their new location in Hope, and that's at 108 East 19th Street, and that's on February 15th at 10 a.m. Oh,
that's an exciting one.
Yes, me and the girls go to Fairy Tales on Ice every year. So that's coming up on February 23rd, but the Wednesday before, we're going to celebrate that with a coffee at Hempstead Hall. That's being put on by Hempstead Hall and the Arts Council.
Yes.
We will celebrate with Hempstead Hall and the Arts Council on February 21st at Hempstead Hall from 9:30 to 11. Fairy Tales on Ice. We went the last 2 years, I think. Anyway, it's really neat, and I don't know how.
See, I've never been. I always miss it for some reason. I don't know why.
I think that's the weekend of your birthday.
That's probably why.
And by the way, both of our birthdays are in February, just in case y'all need to remember that.
So February is just a party all month long, okay?
Yep. And I'm turning a little bit older than she is in February, but we don't have to talk about that part. Me and the girls go every year. I've still got to get our tickets for this year. I hope I don't wait too late because I know everybody wants to go, so I want to make sure I get my tickets. And it's always really neat. It's neat to see poppers sit there like, but I don't know how they do that. Synthetic ice, real ice, I don't care what it is. Fairy Tales on Ice show is always really neat. So if y'all, I'm sure you can go to hempsteadhall.com for tickets.
Yes, they're on there at the moment.
February 28th will be our last coffee of February here at the chamber, and it will be hosted by the Evening Minds Club. So make sure you come by that morning and visit with them. Learn a little bit about Evening Lines. I know they do quite a bit in the community. They have the food bank every second Saturday of the month. And so those are just the February coffees. We still have other coffees for 2024 scheduled. But like I said, go to hopeusa.com, get on my email list because I could talk about them for a while, but we won't give you too much information on those coffee days.
Yeah, anything that's going on will be on that community calendar.
And we did have to move our chamber 2024 Chamber Board of Directors coffee because of the weather. It was supposed to be our first coffee of the year. We did end up having a wonderful first coffee though with First United Methodist Church.
Yes, that one was a really good one. I've never seen so many people in this chamber office. That's for sure.
It was great, and to meet their new pastor, that was nice to have that day. But like I said, we moved the board of directors coffee to March the 13th.
Yes.
Yeah. So we really haven't been able to officially introduce them to you guys. We have on Facebook, but just so I can mention them because we're thankful for our board, and we're going to move forward in 2024 with a new board, new ideas, new excitement. So this year we have as president Mr. Maurice Henry. Miss Arnetta Bradford is our vice president. We have Allie Mendoza as secretary. Jacob Jones is our treasurer. And then Miss Charlotte Bradley was our president of 2023, so now she is our past president. With other board of directors include Bryn Yoakum, Dr. Christine Holt, Dr. Jonathan Crosley, Robin Cheatham, Nathaniel Holyfield is sticking around with us for a little bit longer. And then we have our new board member of this year, and that's Miss Sharon Caldwell, and we are very thankful for all of them. So we all can come by on that March 13th coffee at the chamber and officially meet them. So
we are actually working on doing some new little things, new projects that we're trying to offer with the chamber for our chamber members, of course. Just give y'all some new exciting things to
I think
take part in.
Our first lunch and learn maybe in March. We've already kind of moved forward with that. I know there's always topics that people need more information on, more guidance on. So we're working on one. We'll probably end up getting it scheduled for March. So it'll be out there. You'll be able to register for it. There will be a small fee for those lunch and learns just to cover lunch and any other expenses that may come along with them. But we're hoping to get some really exciting topics that you guys can use and will be interested in. I would really love to hear any topics that we could present to you guys. So if there's something that you think is, please let us know, because
we're trying to make sure that it's something that people would genuinely benefit from.
So lunch and learns extension to that would be smaller informational programs that we have called Facts and Snacks. So we're going to try to get those going too. So, takes a little bit of time getting something new together, but
we're getting there.
We're getting there, along with all the stuff that we're trying to do. So, and of course, the podcast, it's new. Let's talk chamber.
Yes.
So, and we do have places, if you're interested in podcast sponsorships, that your logo can go right there.
Yeah, if you're interested, if your business would like to have their logo shown up here behind us, by all means, definitely reach out to us and we can get you that information.
We need some coffee cups with some logos on them too.
Oh, yes, that'd be perfect. If anybody wants to, donate a little merch for us to use during the podcast, that'd be great.
That's awesome. Make sure you shop local.
That's a big one. Shop local. Always remember that when you are shopping local, it's not just about shopping local. It puts your tax dollars in your community. It goes right back in, as well as you're supporting somebody's dream. So that's definitely a big one.
Yeah, it's full circle. We need everybody.
Yes.
And you never know what you can do that will support, benefit the next person who will support and benefit even more people. So if you need a list of our chamber members that can supply any services or products that you need, there's also a member directory on hopeusa.com. Our chamber member application is on
hopeusa.com.
We would love to have you. If you have any questions about becoming a chamber member, she's your girl.
Definitely reach out. We got all kinds of stuff.
Kinds of information.
Yep.
Ambassador application.
Yeah, if you work for a chamber member or you have a chamber membership, period, definitely reach out to us. We can get you on our ambassador list and come and help out with the chamber in all ways. Yeah.
There's only two of us. We sure couldn't do those events without.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We have from our board and from our ambassadors. So they're kind of the hands and feet behind the scenes that help us along and help us get through all of those events. So
any high school students needing volunteer hours, definitely get with us, and we have volunteer opportunities during the Watermelon Festival during the summer. So that's always a
and hopefully if
an
we
option.
Can get, especially when those how many thousands of t-shirts come in here, we need them folded.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sure.
We pay in watermelon.
Yeah, we pay in watermelons for sure. we will be back soon. And so, like I said, if you need anything, get Angelica to put our phone number, and really important, our email addresses, that you can get us there anytime. Anything you need, we're always here. So
we really are always here.
Yeah, we really are. Wilson Furniture, Ivan Smith, if y'all want to donate a mattress, cot. Thank you guys for listening. And like I said, if you need anything, you know where to find us.